Hey, very quickly, take a look at these two characters and what instruments do you think they play?
I think one plays the banjo and the other plays the kazooie.
No, that's their names. What instrument do they play?
No, I meant the instrument banjo and the instrument kazoo.
No, you're just not going to take this seriously, so we're going to move on. I guess try these characters. What instrument do these characters play?
They they play the Yooka-Laylee?
So you're just going to keep saying names. I'll just spell it out for you. This one plays the Yuka drum, and this one plays the Laylee. Okay.
Dude, can you shut the
I just played Yooka-Laylee, and I was thinking of making a review or something on it, but it's essentially just Banjo-Kazooie mixed with Mario Odyssey, and it's good. Though while playing, something annoyed me. The fact it's extremely hard to like Yooka-Laylee comparatively to Banjo and Kazooie. And just to see if I was mistaken, I downloaded the new recomp to check if my feelings were correct. And yeah, playing as Bear and Bird just clicks more than playing as Lizard and Bat. I even tried to gaslight myself to like them more, but I wasn't able to do that by willpower or with the new cosmetics, cause no matter the fit, it never hit as much as the yellow belted shorts, shark tooth necklace, blue backpacked wearing fat bear right there. So what gives? It's giving bad name choice, but Yooka-Laylee isn't inherently a bad name or title. It's actually really good and clever when it comes to the wordplay. So why does it still not feel like it connects? Let's look at Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo plays a banjo, lives in the country, and sounds exactly like a hillbilly that would play the banjo. Kazooie plays the kazoo, sounds like a broken kazoo, and personifies a kazoo with an abrasive and loud personality. All this you probably already know, but it's a little crazy to me how perfectly the name fits to these characters. Like you could try to rename these characters and no other name would fit as well as Banjo and Kazooie. So let's try this for Yooka and Laylee. Yooka is a pirate, likes treasure, and sounds like a snobby scientist who just invented the light bulb, who also has a scone stuck in his throat. Laylee is a pirate, likes treasure, and is witty and abrasive, kind of like Kazooie from that old N64 game. And with that said, you might want to know how those traits tie into Yooka and Laylee's instrument-inspired names, or maybe even what pirate personality traits they both have other than liking treasure. Good question. I'll get back to you on that one. Hopefully you can see what I mean now that I put it that way. The title Yooka-Laylee is a good play on words, but it just does not relate to the characters like Banjo-Kazooie does with its characters. So what can we do to fix that? Mainly, I think we can give these characters a vibe that fits more with the Yooka-Laylee itself. This might be controversial, but when I think Yooka-Laylee, I think ocean, the sea, and waves. Oh, waves? Does that mean the tide's coming in? Yup, because Yooka should have had a surfer dude voice and a laid back and chill demeanor. This would fit the Yooka-Laylee naming scheme so much better. But if Yooka's now a surfer and the devs don't want to have to retcon Yooka being a pirate, how would we keep Yooka being a pirate and a surfer? That's where Laylee comes in as a lone pirate on an empty ship rescuing Yooka after a surfing wipeout, who uses her abrasive personality to recruit Yooka, creating the batshit crazy pirate crew. And then of course, Yooka would play the Yooka-Laylee, and Laylee would play the accordion, because that's another instrument that's used to play sea shanties. And I just think a massive accordion would be funny, but I also just remembered their small hexagon accordions, and that would have been a perfect callback to Banjo's honeycomb health pieces, while also fitting the pirate aesthetic Laylee is going for. These changes definitely tie their existing character traits and names together better, while also adding back a little bit of that Banjo-Kazooie personality to them as well. But it's not like this fixes the name completely, because of course without two instruments in the title, the personalities can't perfectly match the names of each character no matter what, unless you make them twins or something, but that's a little dumb. Though now that that name is figured out, quick things that I think make Banjo-Kazooie better as well would be how Kazooie just pops out of Banjo's backpack, and just the fact she lives content in there must mean she has a Gatsby level mansion inside of it. I bet when she gets clockwork eggs in Tui, she must throw parties with those guys. And probably with the normal eggs too. They got eyes. Canonically, they be talking. The collect the Jiggy dance is also a bit more endearing than what Yooka-Laylee provides. Doesn't help that half the time of collecting a Pagey is stuck in a freeze frame, which hinders it a bit compared to the one smooth dance in the Jiggy gulp that happens in Banjo. And yeah, off topic, but this also hinders Mario Odyssey. Let's be honest, it was extremely overhyped. Banjo solos. So does most indie platformers, but some of y'all probably aren't ready for that conversation yet. So, lastly, didn't help that Yooka-Laylee's transformations were mid compared to Banjo's. I do think the look of the schoolfish might actually top every single Banjo-Kazooie transformation and charm, but Banjo's overall are way more consistently likable compared to boat, truck, and helicopter. But ignore everything I said in this video because most likely I am blinded by nostalgia, and there is a chance that everything here was biased, but I do feel like I kinda made a good point in that middle part. But I just said but 3 times, so odds are if my vocabulary is that limited, what could I know about characterization? But screw that, I'ma stand on my take, and if you enjoyed the video, you are probably one of my YouTube members, so thank y'all. But if you enjoyed the video otherwise, you know what to do.